Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against in a WWE ring. First up is a trip to the land of the extreme, ECW. When I first made it to WWE, I started on their ECW brand, but I always wondered how I do in the original ECW. Who would I face, you ask? Who is CM Punk's dream ECW opponent? Well, you know me, I aim high. And if I went to ECW and didn't call out the king of the deathmatch, the hardcore icon, if I didn't call out Cactus Jack to show me what extreme truly means, then what am I even doing here? The most violent of Mick Foley's alter egos, Cactus Jack tormented foes in the United States, Puerto Rico, Japan. Basically anywhere that had glass, barbed wire, and fire was a place he wanted to compete. But I'd want my match to be at Hardcore Heaven 1994, a show made famous when the fans threw so many chairs into the ring it covered both Cactus and Terry Funk as well.
Please do not throw chairs into the ring! Stop the chairs!
Cactus Jack was a master of the Falls Count Anywhere match. It allowed him to be at his very best, and that is exactly what I want here. Whether you take me into battle or side with Cactus, you need to know that you're going to be in for a fight. But proving yourself against CM Punk is just as valuable as proving yourself as CM Punk, so you win either way. And I get to live out my dream no matter what.
CM Punk is here, and he is ready to return to the extreme.
Falls Count Anywhere in the ECW arena against Cactus Jack. I have a feeling that extreme will only be scratching the surface during this match.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Taking nothing away from Punk, an ECW World Champion in his own right. Is he truly ready for tonight? Because the ECW that CM Punk was a part of and the ECW that Cactus Jack was a part of are two completely different breeds.
Very true, but Punk has always embodied the heart and soul of ECW, no matter what era. And we know he's got a big enough chip on his shoulder to want to prove that at any cost tonight.
What we should really worry about is what Cactus Jack claims to do to Punk's heart and soul tonight. Because if Cactus has his way, it won't be pretty. And it won't be for the faint of heart.
CM Punk ready to go to battle. Ready to stand toe-to-toe with ECW's infamous Cactus Jack. A disturbed, violent man with his sights set on CM Punk.
From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack!
Whether it's in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, Tokyo, Japan, or Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Cactus Jack is revered as the most sacred of all hardcore icons around the world. And with the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation tonight, he might just drag CM Punk all the way around the globe during this match. Two men who have no problem making a show of force to get their message across.
And there is no better stipulation in no better venue to make such a show of force than a Falls Count Anywhere match in the ECW arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Well, don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
We know that taking out the legs is one of the most effective strategies in any match.
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals. Find some payback with their own reversal.
Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up and backbreaker.
Fisherman suplex.
He counters with a great reversal.
Fans have long awaited this showdown, as Punk and Jack's paths have never quite crossed.
Indeed, Corey. Around the time Cactus Jack was winding down his full-time career, CM Punk's career was just beginning. While Cactus did have a brief in-ring return as Mick Foley in 2006, it ended a few months before CM Punk's debut.
And in both of those cases, Father Time had a hand in determining who would be the better competitor. Tonight, we're getting both men in their prime, and I cannot wait to see the destruction that ensues.
And Cactus Jack is just so unpredictable. When you're in the ring with him, you never quite know what he's going to throw at you.
Well, I'd usually counter that you can't let Cactus get the chance to unleash his particular brand of insanity on you, but that's not a realistic possibility here. Punk just needs to do what he can to keep on Cactus and be even more unpredictable, if he can. Relentless violence is Cactus Jack's stock and trade, but it needs to be CM Punk's as well here. Lariat! As these two extreme legends brawl, I just have to sit here and appreciate the atmosphere that we are seeing Falls Count Anywhere in one of the most famous arenas in wrestling history.
Indeed, the ECW arena has been where many extreme icons have been created. And in these hallowed halls, two legends are currently doing battle.
Let me correct you there, Michael Cole. I would definitely classify CM Punk as an extreme legend and an icon. But in this arena, Cactus Jack is something more than those things. He's damn near a deity in this building.
And things backstage are getting quickly out of hand.
Oh, they're done playing nice. They've got some serious aggression that needs to be worked out, and this just might be the best way to do it.
Good night.
And it looks extra bad now as we see some blood pouring out.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
Oh! Oh, man! Oh! Oh, my God! Putting his opponent into the crosshairs.
Bang! Cactus answers back. Counters to gain the advantage.
He saw that one coming. Mongolian chop.
Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no.
Into a chop block. Oh, did you hear that?
Quick escape from danger there.
Oh, what a kick. Oh, God. Blinding rake across the eyes. Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
Oh, perfect kick. Oh, no, I can't imagine what's going to happen next.
I can't wait to find out. Holding nothing back on top of this entrance ring.
looking shot.
This stage is no place for a battle. Cords, pyrotechnics, all kinds of danger.
Punk searching for something beneath the apron.
And now that he's got that steel chair, watch out.
And it's back into the ring for Jack here. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. He's heading to the top turnbuckle. Perched up top. Diving knee drop. And an elbow from the middle rope. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Watch out. Merciless knee to the face. You've got to be kidding me. Using your body as a missile over and over again.
And Punk is...
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi, and textbook CM Punk, Anaconda Vice Grip.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
CM Punk looking to shove.
Trying to put them away, able to counter.
Big clothesline.
These two men have held the biggest prize in WWE on multiple occasions. Both very proud champions.
Yes, Cole, both Cactus Jack and CM Punk have reached. Punk now just waving away on his opponent and dragging them up on the turnbuckles. This will not be pretty. As CM Punk goes, the plunge! That could put Cactus Jack down for good, and right into the cover.
2! Good Lord, CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
What a violent match this was. CM Punk has to have been feeling some kind of catharsis, making it through this, and most importantly, making it through Cactus Jack.
While Punk may have won the battle, but the thing about a sadist like Cactus Jack is that he has no problem soldiering on with the war.
Yeah, CM Punk and Cactus Jack just went through hell here. But we know for a fact that's where Cactus Jack feels most comfortable, win or lose. Punk deserves to celebrate, but he should also watch his back from now on.
Oh man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends and matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment here, and what a moment that was. Now that I got my ECW experience taken care of, I have my sights set on a man that many consider my dream opponent. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Despite our glaring differences, there's a lot of similarities between us. Give us a microphone and watch us captivate the audience.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
We do not back down from anybody, always ready to fight. Talking trash on an Attitude Era Raw against a prime rattlesnake simply wasn't in the cards for my career, but at least with slingshot technology, I can make this match happen. All the respect in the world to Steve and every single achievement in his career, but trust that I'm going to bring the fight to him in a no-holds-barred match the second the bell rings. Austin wants to brawl all over the place? He wants weapons? Sounds good to me. Hell, I'm all for it after that fight with Cactus Jack. I've even got a special place in mind. A special arena in Chicago where we can have this all take place. Are you going to back me up and try to take down Stone Cold? Or do you think Steve Austin has my number? No matter what you choose, I'm going to do my best to take the head off the snake.
Son, you're looking at the best there is.
The best in the world, CM Punk.
Ready to try his hand at clobbering a rattlesnake.
From Chicago, Illinois,
CM Punk has been in many epic battles, fought some of the all-time greats, but he's never faced a challenge like the Texas Rattlesnake.
But that's exactly what Punk came here for. He's not looking for a night off. Punk wants to test himself against a man who he thinks is one of the best to ever put on a pair of boots. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but we'll see how Punk feels when those boots are stomping a mud hole in his chest.
CM Punk looks ready for this. I might even go so far as to say excited.
Well, it's not every day you get to tangle with a legend. Punk's dreamed of this chance to stare down Steve Austin. The Texas Rattlesnake is here, looking to hunt down CM Punk.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Steve Austin looks ready for a fight.
And he looks even more ready to teach CM Punk a lesson.
CM Punk wanted this. He wanted his shot against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, you get what you ask for, Punk. A tall, cold can of whoop-ass is about to be opened up in that ring.
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is. There's no holds barred stipulation. Who do you think it favors? CM Punk or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
My money would normally be on Austin, who excels at ruthlessly stomping mud holes in the competition. But
suicide dive!
Showing reckless abandon. There was every chance that could have gone wrong, but instead, it was right on the money. Bam! When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era in WWE.
Just a mess of wood and flesh after that. Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the Rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes. But to think he's also an echelon above first ballot Hall of Famers like Punk and Cena is a surefire way to be caught by surprise and suffer an embarrassing loss. Oh, man!
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that accompanies the biggest names of the Attitude Era.
Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-hold.
And he moves in for the cover. Gets the shoulder up.
I think he's still just getting warmed up.
Austin gets stymied.
Punk looking to impose his will. Looking to power their opponent up, but not strong enough.
Countered with a back body drop.
Oh. Counter by CM Punk. Oh, look at this. Neckbreaker after the float over. That was pretty. When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk.
Perched up top.
You gotta be kidding me!
No matter who you are, when you crashed on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Ooh, good shot. And now Steve Austin is bleeding.
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring in the event of any Road Ninja attacks.
My God, guys. Punk's got Austin at his limit. The rattlesnake is in deep trouble.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Oh, man. Did you hear the snap of the kendo stick?
Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
Anything Austin is trying is being suppressed.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him and is not letting up.
Power driver! Spiked him. Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
DDT!
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the anaconda vice. This is just the kind of message we were expecting. Nothing but aggression being shown. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Quick shoulder up.
Not even close. How far is this thing gonna go?
Gets the reversal. What a counter.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Nails the GTS. Could that keep Austin down? And he's seemingly determined to inflict even more punishment on his opponent. He might be going too far here. Hopefully, it does not cost him the match.
Float over neckbreaker.
Picture perfect.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
CM Punk somehow managing to exceed Stone Cold's intensity. Targeting a body part, working the arm.
CM Punk turning his attention to the WWE Universe now.
Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now? Oh, a kick! Wow! Oh, he saw it coming. Austin doing what he can to halt the beatdown.
Yeah, but Austin needs to maintain some offense to fully get back in this one. Escape just in time.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
Hooked up, and DDT!
Sheesh, a painful-looking shot.
Hard-hitting kick, and able to skirt around that attack.
Caving in the abdomen. Neither superstar giving an inch here.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Lots of torque on that suplex. Just clubbing down. Powered up, but dropping behind. Cranking the neck. Reversed into an inverted DDT.
Punk never saw that coming. Stops the kick. Dragon screw.
I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not often get to see. Oh, brutal forearm.
Telegraphed that one and delivers a blow to the gut.
Oh, no! Draped across the top rope.
CM Punk has to turn this around. In a no-holds-barred scenario like this, things can quickly spiral for him. Come on, CM Punk!
Able to get the shoulder up, but that was a long 2 count. And he's taking this to the outside now.
Bringing this back into the ring.
That looked just as devastating as when his opponent does it. It's all over. CM Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
CM Punk, the best in the world, has stopped the Texas Rattlesnake.
But Austin did not go quietly. This was a no-holds-barred battle to remember. An iconic throwdown between two unruly troublemakers.
And we loved every second of it. Congratulations to CM Punk.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he captured European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable. Capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope. Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, I'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva la raza, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the Second City Saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
This is what Eddie knew he was walking into tonight. The loudest, most passionate ovation you may hear all year.
Yeah, Cole, but Eddie also knows you don't wrestle a crowd. Punk may be feeling invincible right now, but once that bell rings, it's just him and Eddie.
And when you face Eddie Guerrero, things get very real very fast.
This is an emotional matchup for CM Punk, and you better believe Eddie knows that already. These two briefly crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of respect between the two of them right now, but once the bell rings, I expect that to all go out the window.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero!
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
From the heavens!
Straight into the pin. And the referee stops the count before 2.
I didn't think this match was close to over.
Going for another top rope. First up top. Diving knee drop. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Wants to finish this.
From the top. Double axe handle connects. Just putting their body in danger time and time again. He gets into the ring. He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
With the counter. CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn.
Turns it into a pin attempt.
That was not even close to keeping him down. CM Punk looking to show off his power game now, and backbreaker.
Check out the springboard. Misses the target.
Oh, what a clothesline.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove he's the better competitor tonight.
And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
Boom, and he manages to reverse. Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory.
And guys, Eddie's going to need to dig deep into his playbook if he wants to come back against Punk now.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi, and textbook CM Punk.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Oh, that'll leave a mark. Latino, no signs of either combatant backing down.
And that prevents Eddie's attack. Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here. Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury, and this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
A blood hurricane of fists. No end in sight.
Ending this test of wills with a big exclamation point. Oh, what an axe handle. I know CM Punk, and the man was all... Look at the height.
Frog splash.
Cashing in on that effort.
2 count. Releasing the pin. He's adding insult to injury.
Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
Opportunity now for Punk to capture some momentum.
Punk could be turning his fortunes around.
Crucifix. Pinning combination. Kick out just before 2.
You've got to be kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point?
And he goes crashing to the outside.
A little cockiness here from Punk.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. Oh my goodness, what a double-handed chop. And CM Punk is in control.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
Punk looking to finish this with the Anaconda Vice, cinching in the Anaconda Vice submission.
That's hooked in deep. Is he going to tap here?
I don't know how long he can hold, and now forced to surrender. The pain was just too much.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now.